Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. We're currently doing £5 off all our Liverpool t-shirts. We have got brand new designs, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We've got a few bits and pieces to discuss today, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some exciting news with regards to Bayern Munich defender Benjamin Pavard. We're going to be going through Steven Gerrard's next move, and then of course we're going to be having a look and sort of rounding up the current transfer state of players. There has been a lot of moving parts and sort of news emerge over the last sort of 24 hours. So yeah, do stick until the end. But of course, the season is now officially over with the Champions League concluding. Manchester City, champions of Europe for the first time in their history. Of course, beating Inter Milan 1-0. You know, it is what it is. They won a treble. Fair play to them, but you know, with the unlimited funds, you know, these things are sooner or later going to take place. So yeah, Manchester City, champions of Europe. Anyway, guys, moving on to Liverpool's business. Of course, yesterday, as I said, there was an action-packed day. There was a lot of bits and pieces and moving parts that we went through with you. Look, after the Alexis McAllister deal had happened last week, there was a lot of talk about, of course, about the next options. Thuram was one of them, and then Manu Kone emerged, and you know, there was conflicting reports out there that Liverpool had agreed personal terms with the players. However, yesterday we did find out some news from Florian Plettenberg and reports in Germany stating that Liverpool are no longer in the race for Manu Kone, and they will just be pursuing Thuram within the middle of the park this summer. Of course, there's going to be other midfield options that they're going to go for. They just decided that they're going to go for Thuram. Kone is more of a backup option if they can't get to Ram, as both of them are kind of similar in profiles. So yeah, that was the sort of recap, of course, what happened over the last sort of 12 to 24 hours and where Liverpool stand at the moment. They're still they're going to be going after a couple more players. There's players on the short list in terms of the middle of the park. Ryan Gravenberch, Romeo Lavia, and Gabri Veiga are all players that they could now go and pursue within the middle of the park. But that will take a bit of time, and we'll probably hear more as the transfer window opens in 3 days' time. However, as you guys have came around here for, I've been very, very vocal on this channel, and I've been listening to some sources and been taking it very, very interesting that Liverpool have been interested in Benjamin Pavard. Now, a lot of people made different bits and pieces and said that maybe they're not really into it. That they didn't think Benjamin Pavard would come. However, there has been a bit more legs to this story, and this story started to move forward ever so slightly. Now, reports out in Germany and Bayern Munich experts are stating that Liverpool have been in contact over the player. Pavard wants to leave Bayern this summer. There's no doubt about that. He wants to leave. He's won the Bundesliga 4 times. He's a World Cup winner, but he's seeking a new challenge and is said to be available for 25 to 30 million pounds, which is music to Liverpool's ears, of course. You can already see the fees being touted for players that Liverpool are going after. This one is very realistic. As I said, reports from Germany are stating, of course, that Benjamin Pavard has emerged as an option, and Liverpool have started preliminary talks over getting a deal done for him. Now, this one would probably excite a lot of Liverpool fans. He's a fantastic player, and as I said, Liverpool have needed a bit of a defensive reinforcement. But the latest I have for you there on Pavard is that Liverpool have held preliminary talks and are interested or heavily interested in the player. As I said, stats from Sky Germany's as well. Florian Plettenberg named Liverpool as a confirmed option for Pavard. And as I said, more Bundesliga journalists are coming out. True, the agents of Benjamin Pavard are already talking to Liverpool. So yeah, there's a lot of reports, especially coming out of Germany, that Pavard is a player that Liverpool are interested in, and Liverpool have started the sort of preliminary talks to see if they can get a deal done. More on what Florian Plettenberg said at the start of June. He said Pavard, Bayern is also willing to sell him next to Hernandez, as they know that Pavard definitely wants to leave the club this summer. There's no doubt about it. It's questions of the price now. First ideas are apparently being 30 million euros. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I've got for you there so far on Benjamin Pavard. And basically, it's stating that he is a Liverpool open preliminary talks with his agents over a deal. Again, that's it so far. But moving on to an outgoing, there's talk this morning as well that Calvin Ramsey was one of 4 additions last summer that joined the football club. There's talks, of course, that he can go out on loan to the Championship. Look, Calvin Ramsey's Liverpool career so far has been plagued with setback after setback. Obviously signed from Aberdeen after excelling in the Scottish Premiership, came in and then he's just kind of been playing bit part roles, and then of course just getting with the under-21s, and then kind of just getting injuries, and then it's been out for the rest of the whole of the year and won't return back till next season. But it looks like Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool's plan for Calvin Ramsey is to send him out on loan, which would mean 3 of 4 Liverpool signings last summer almost surplus to requirements. It's just Darwin Núñez that's there. Obviously Arthur's gone back to Juve. Calvin Ramsey would be going out on loan. It looks like Fabio Carvalho is either going out on loan or being sold. So yeah, very shrewd business from Liverpool last summer, of course. But yeah, that's all I've really got for you with regards to the transfer news so far. Things are just moving very, very quickly, and I'm trying to give you updates as they go along. But Benjamin Pavard, of course, is the main is an absolute option for Liverpool in the defence, and as I said, they opened preliminary talks with his agents. Now, in the next part of today's video, guys, we're going to be discussing, obviously, former Liverpool captain Steven Gerrard. Now, Stevie G, of course, was sacked by Aston Villa in the past season after not doing a really good job with them, let's be perfectly honest. He obviously moved down from an excellent time with Rangers, was there for 3.5 years, won the Scottish Premiership and excelled well in Europe as well, rebuilding that Rangers team, and did an excellent job within the division. Obviously, earned himself a move to Aston Villa, but things never really worked out for him, and Unai Emery made things worse because he took over Steven Gerrard, didn't even sign any players, and took them into the Europa Conference League from a relegation spot. So it did no favours for Gerrard. But there's reports coming out from a lot of journalists, actually, stating that the Saudis want him to manage one of their teams within the league. We know that Saudi Arabia are really, really taking things serious with this new league setup. And basically they're stating that Steven Gerrard is a potential managerial option. No club has been named, but it seems like the Saudi government and the Saudi state are literally just plucking players and just letting them choose their teams. They don't really care about the team itself. They just want to make the league big, and Steven Gerrard is wanted as a manager out in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, that's all I've got for you. There's no team. Just that at the moment. That's all I've really got for you on that regards. But yeah, Liverpool fans, that's it for today's video. As I say, the main story, of course, Benjamin Pavard. What do you make of that one? Would you like to see the Frenchman World Cup winner at Anfield this summer? As I said, do let me know your thoughts down there in the comments section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. Remember, we have got £5 off all t-shirts and there are brand new designs. So yeah, go check it out. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.